Hi, everybody. Gosh, it's been a long time since I've been here. How are y'all? I am seeing so many familiar names and all kinds of people are here, and I'm so glad. So thanks, especially if you came over from Nora's channel. Thank you so much. If I sound like I have a cold, guess what, guys? I do. I'm still on the mend. But I'm here and I'm ready to hang out and talk with you guys. The topic of today is we are going to talk about the protest that Nora and I did over the weekend, the one that basically put me on my ass, you guys. I almost don't want to admit it, but yeah, talk about a vulnerability hangover. Hi, babe.
My wife in here?
Yeah, we're on a live. Well, there's my husband. You want to come say hi? No. Yeah. So first, I feel like I should give a little bit of context. Hold on, Nora texted me. Awesome. So she'll be up here in a little bit. Today might be a little discombobulated. I don't have all of my mind and my brain power back. But so much happened that I kind of want to break it down with you guys, because if there's anybody who understands out there how Scientology works, what the issues we're dealing with are, it's you guys. So I'm incredibly grateful that you're here. And oh my gosh, a lot of people are here. Hi, Traveltology. Hi, Audit. Hi, Peace of My Mind. Angela. Oh my goodness, Stephanie. This is amazing. Thank you for being here. I love it. Okay. So first I think I'll set the stage about what we did this weekend. And then I want to talk about some of the weird stuff that went down. You might have noticed that my thumbnail was yes. My husband, somebody goes, "That would be my husband." Open the door and is like, "Nope." But yeah. So setting the stage. First of all, I want to tell you what we were protesting. Some of you may know. And yes, please hit the like. Okay, so for anybody who doesn't know who I am, my name is Liz Gale. I was raised a third-generation Scientologist, and in my childhood, I attended the Delphian School in Oregon. It is a boarding school in Sheridan, Oregon. In fact, I will pull up their website quickly so you can get a view of this place. Okay. Oh, and guys, I have to tell you right now that every once in a while, I'm going to have to go off screen and cough my little face off. And I think this is one of them. Give me a Okay, I'm back. There's something about this topic that honestly puts me on my ass, you guys. This is the boarding school that I attended. I was sent there when I was 8 years old. And I stayed there for most of the time until I was 14. One might say that I was brought up by this school. This is also the school that my older brother went to. He was 4 years older than me. Oh gosh, after so long, this is still hard to talk about. I should probably pause right now and give everybody a pretty serious trigger warning. We're going to be talking about some hard topics today. We're going to be talking about, I don't know, the sad facts that are my life. And that includes some talks of self-harm and abuse, and actually some illicit substances today we're going to talk about. So if any of those things are something that you don't want to hear about, I love you to death, get the hell out of here. Now's your chance. So this is the Delphian School. It is in Sheridan, Oregon. Coincidentally, that's 20 minutes away from where I live now today. Not on purpose, guys. It's just this does happen to be a gorgeous part of the world. And it's super, super Important. Yeah, pass out the tissues. You know what? I have gone through every box of tissues in my entire house. I am literally now rocking a toilet paper roll. So, is that my husband? No, that's Theo. Um, yeah, you guys can hear it. I know. This is just who I am right now. Sorry. Let me shut the door. Just in case my husband decides to walk around naked or something. Um, oh, the coughing is brutal. So, I think it is somewhat of a trauma response, what's going on here, but not all of it. All right. This school, I'll just show you. This school pretends that it is not a Scientology school. I'm just going to type in here FAQ. We're going to go to the FAQ page. FAQs. Let me just show you real quick. Blah, 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 blah. Right here. Does the Delphian school have any religious affiliation? No. This can be rough today. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a disgusting human being. I just am a disgusting human being. Like, physically right now. We're working through it. It says, Delphian School is a fully independent, non-religious K through 12 day and boarding school welcoming students of all faiths. Delphian does not teach the doctrines of any one faith, although students will study a course entitled Understanding the Classical Religions in their senior year. This course includes basic study of the major religions of the modern and ancient world and covers both the doctrine and practices that are found in Christianity, Hinduism, Confucianism, Buddhism, Islam, Judaism, and includes reading from their respective religious texts. Then it goes blah, blah, blah. Students are encouraged to go to their own churches. Then it says, how is the Delphian associated with L. Ron Hubbard? Now, for those of you who don't know, L. Ron Hubbard is the founder of Scientology. He is considered source. The actual religious scriptures of Scientology are L. Ron Hubbard's written and spoken words, quote, on the subject. We can go to Scientology.org right now. I really don't want to give him my traffic, but that's what they say. If you look up and ask, what is the scripture? It is the words, and because L. Ron Hubbard wrote a bunch of stuff, he actually has the Guinness Book of World Records, I believe, of like written words, which there is a mental illness associated with that kind of thing, but we can talk about that another day. And he did a bunch of lectures. Now, these lectures have been like remastered and put into into transcripts. And that is the scripture, because in order to apply for the IRS status of being a religion, they had to have a scripture. So that's what they say is the scripture. Now, keep that in mind when I read you this. This is from the school that pretends they're not Scientology. How is the Delphian associated with L. Ron Hubbard? L. Ron Hubbard was a writer, an engineer, a philosopher, and an educator, and a researcher whose discoveries and writings cover a wide range of secular, non-religious activity. Gotta let this damn dog out. Hold on, guys. He'll be back in like 3 minutes. The more stressed out I get, he'll come back. Hi guys. I'm so glad you're here. Cough drops. Oh my gosh, I do have cough drops in the other room. Maybe I should go get them. This is funny. You also live nearby and wanted to pretend your kids were interested in Scientology just to get the tour of the school. You actually don't have to say they're interested in Scientology. That probably would be a huge red flag. And you, thank you for being here, Brianna, are like the person that I imagine needs to hear this the most. Not because you don't know, but like people in your position, we're close, we're nearby. They advertise to us for their summer camps, they advertise locally. They field trip to my town, into my local aquatic center. They go into all of our local communities because this school is out on 800 acres, the middle of nowhere, guys. It is so incredibly gorgeous. And like most things, Scientology, they are they're shiny and new and perfect, and they're covering like, well, they're covering up the truth. The truth is, and I'm going to back this up because I don't want to just be talking out my ass or talking through my trauma here. But oh, hey, thank you, Kathy. Can I put this up? How do I do this? You gifted memberships, and I don't know. Oh, look at this. There we go. Thank you so much, Kathy. I really appreciate it. Um, totally off track here, but I used to have 70,000 followers on TikTok, and I was making, I mean, not a ton of money, but some money over there. And my account got shut down, got banned like overnight because I was talking about the Scientology runs. And AI decided that I had to go. Probably got, I probably got flat. I mean, it's a big win for Scientology. Um, anyway, so this really helps. I really appreciate it. Tracy, thank you so much for becoming a member. I have a very cheap dollar membership for art supporters. This is not my art supporter stream, but I really want to talk to you guys about the whole art project and the upcoming conference and everything, but just not today. Let's do one thing at a time. Otherwise, Liz's ADD will go crazy, So, all right. Okay, yeah. So the actual history of the school building is really fascinating. It was built by, I want to say Jesuit priests, and honestly, I'm pretty ignorant. I don't even totally understand what that means, but it's gorgeous. And we were there, like we found when I was there somewhere in the woods, there were like little grottos and these old stairs everywhere and stuff. A chapel. They had a chapel with stained glass windows depicting Christian, I don't know, scenes or saints. Like I said, I'm pretty ignorant. At no point was I ever told what these depicted, but they've been removed anyway. um, all right. So they're pretending not to be Scientology, right? Let's see if there's anything else I want to highlight on this page before I take it off. Yeah, okay. So basically, blah, 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 L. Ron Hubbard, blah, blah, blah. He studied and wrote at length about methods of learning which markedly improve a student's ability to understand and apply what is being studied. These breakthrough methods are part of the study tools learned by all Delphian students and are a cornerstone. Okay, cornerstone would mean part of the foundation that everything else is built on of Delphian. Sorry, they rebranded since I went there, and I think of it as Delphi. Successful approach to education. For this reason, many people associate the school with Mr. Hubbard. And since Mr. Hubbard is the founder of the religious philosophy known as Scientology, Delphian has become incorrectly termed a quote Scientology school by some online news sites. Man, it's just like political bull to me. Let me go back to the homepage and just let this play for you guys for just a second with no sound. I mean, it looks gorgeous, right? Who wouldn't want to send their kids here? Oh, wow, we've got an early childhood center. We've got a playground. It's gorgeous. We're overlooking nature. It is actually stunning. They have very, very rich donors that they have so much. The problem is like they say, it is a cornerstone, meaning you absolutely have to adopt how do I turn this off? Um, ah, turn it off. I'm tired of looking at it. hold on, let me just get this student handbook up because that's what I'm going to show you guys next. I am so frustrated. Oh, guys, I obviously tried to come back way too soon. I can hardly form a sentence without talking. Without coughing. Too soon. Too soon. Okay. Let's try this again, shall we? Now that I've coughed and got a cough drop, thank you, peace in my mind. You're right. I would have given you guys a warning, but that just came out. Okay, we're back. Holy shit. All right. This is the parent handbook, right? Let's look at it. Let's just find out how many times Hubbard is in here. 1, 2, a quote, 3, another quote, 4. All right. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And see that here? They're talking about overts and withholds. That means that they're having actual confessionals at this school, Scientology confessionals, oh, can you guys not see this? Oh, I see. Here we go. Let's go back. I'll show you again. Okay, this is their parent-teacher handbook. Everybody should look at this. It's very long, okay? 17 times. There are L. Ron Hubbard quotes all in this. And it's not just about studying. It's about how to live, how to get along with others, behavioral management, communication. All of the staff, they're not required to be regular teachers. Like, they don't have to have expertise in teaching. That's actually a law in Oregon if you're a private school. But what they do have to do is study Scientology. So anyway, the whole reason I'm bringing this up, not trying to do a dissertation here, is just to let you guys know that this was why I was protesting. Because this school that I know personally, that my family knows, is in my local community pretending that they are not teaching Scientology to these children when they are. Now, where are the parents? Well, it's a boarding school. Jeez Louise. What's a girl going to do around here? It's a boarding school. And yes, half the family knows, like half the families know they are Scientologists and they're sending their kids there specifically because this is the best Scientology education a child can get. You know who sent their kids there? Tom Cruise. John Travolta, I believe, sent his kids there, at least for summer camp, but his nannies were the nannies for John Travolta's kids were recruited straight as Delphi graduates. For a long period of time, the Sea Org was out at the campus regularly recruiting, because I didn't find out till later, but it turns out if you can succeed at Delphi and you learn musters and the point system and restriction and study tech and overs and withholds, and you learn statistics and all the things out of the Scientology ethics book, then you are a perfect candidate to be a Sea Org member or a staff member. Like, you're groomed to be that. And that's why I was protesting. Because half of the families know, but the other half doesn't know. I'm going to take this off the screen for a second. I'm going to tell you guys a little story. Okay. So, I did not graduate from Delphi. I got kicked out. Surprised. Are you guys surprised? Nobody's surprised. Hey, Miss Sunrise. Thanks for being here. Hey, degraded daughter. Hey, Yadira. Hey, Stacy. Hey, Angie Mo. I love that you guys are here. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being members and supporters. Okay, so I think it was about 15 years ago, I got an email inviting me to the alumni weekend celebration up at Delphium. Hey, T. Now, I had a 3-year-old. I didn't want to be in Scientology anymore. I was like out, but I hadn't said anything. They call that being under the radar. Give me a second, guys. Gosh. Guys, I have no business doing a live right now when I am still this sick. It's ridiculous. But there's a part of me that thinks if I talk about it, maybe I'll process some of this ridiculous energy and we'll get it out, but we'll see. Thanks for sticking with me. I told you. This is rough. Okay. So, have I laid the stage for why I was protesting? Let's review. Liz was a troublemaker in high school. All right. Okay. Oh no. Sorry. You're right. Okay. So, what was I saying? Yeah. 15 years ago, I got an invitation to come up to Delphi for the alumni weekend, even though I didn't graduate. My brother graduated, but he has been passed away for a long time. So I'm like, are you sure you meant to invite me? Because last I checked, I'm not an alumni. And I got a message back. It was actually from Takesia Phelps, who I ran into this last weekend. And they were like, we're inviting everybody who's ever attended. Any student who's ever been here, like, we want you to come back for this alumni weekend. It's a big deal. Okay, fine. I knew that I would, like, never have a chance really to show my husband where I'd been to school or what it what it was like. So I said, "Hey, let's go. Come with me." So we go up there and, I do, Jojo. Thanks for putting that up. Yep. I could show you guys that. Should I follow this link? Let me see if I can even get to it. Gosh, I am like so sweaty, you guys. I don't know why this is such a hard topic for me. It's like I don't really want to talk about it, but I have to, you know? It's weird. It's a weird situation to be in. Okay, I think I found it. Nope, I'm on the wrong page. Hold on. Okay. There we go. This is what I wrote in preparation. Because I believe that they are hiding their ties to Scientology, because Scientology can be found at every level of student's life. Now, when I was at this alumni weekend, we went to, here we go. We went to this dinner, whatever. And the headmaster at the time, who I actually also ran into at the protest, I'll cover that in just a minute here. And there's a lot of context, guys. I'm like trying to set the stage is taking a while. He came up and he literally said to everybody, this is not a joke. It's a direct quote. He said, "We have too many Asian students." That's what he said. Because the only Americans really that go there for the most part are Scientologists, but that's not enough to keep them afloat. We all know Scientology's numbers have been dwindling. And even of the ones who are dedicated Scientologists, not everybody has $71,000 a year to send their kid to this boarding school. Theo, please stop. Babe, will you call Theo? Go out. And don't come back. He probably smells my stress sweat. Oh, anyway, you guys are lucky. We're lucky that you don't. Yeah, I just let him out. You're so sweet. If it's obvious why it's so hard, so much to understand, go slow, take care of yourself. Super brave to delve into this. I appreciate that. I'm just, I guess I'm surprised a little bit. You know, I'm just like, why isn't this easier? Why is my body not going with the flow? Why is this happening? Anyway, so he goes, yeah, we have too many Asian students. That's what the headmaster says, literally to all of us. Because they start having to recruit internationally. So the school now is a mix. From all the research I've done recently, it's about 55% international students. Now, these are students who are not being there. It's not disclosed to them the true nature of this school. These are students whose parents live in another country. They do not have daily oversight over what's going on with these children. When you're at boarding school, yes, there's the educational hours where you're sitting in front of books, you're reading, you're learning, and then there's all the other hours in the day where you're navigating things like, I don't know, for me, my first period, learning how to shave my legs, being homesick, first boyfriend, having a roommate, having a dorm life, being completely responsible for your schedule all day. So those things are not studied, but they are dealt with Scientology tools directly out of the Introduction to Scientology Ethics book. And yet they say that they're not. Okay, let's make that bigger. Oh my Lord, Theo. Why do you keep coming in here if you keep wanting to go out? Crazy. So this is the infographic I made. Scientology hidden in plain sight. Students are required to incorporate L. Ron Hubbard's written word into all areas of their life and development, study methods and materials, behavior and emotional expectations, ethical, moral codes, logic, leadership, worldview, communication drills, relationships and peer dynamics. Anyway, I don't want to go through all this. There's a link to it. Hold on, guys. This might honestly be the most chaotic life. That's what a girl gets trying to come back in the groove, right? All right, we'll get in the groove. It'll be fine. Too many Asian students. Is that where we were? So anyway, they're trying to recruit families without really telling them the truth. And that bothers me. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Wow, Am. Thank you so much. 50 memberships. Geez, guys, please say thank you. Thank you. Oh my gosh. That makes me want to make some members only art content. All right. Have I laid the stage? Is it clear to everybody why I, as a local mother, would be irritated with this school? Not just getting international students and telling them that, oh, we're not a Scientology school, we're not a Scientology school. Meanwhile, clearly they are. And so I found out that they were having, well, I knew they have Parents Weekend every year. So this is when, the parents fly in from all over the world, wherever their respective homes are, and they come and they get to see what their kids have been up to for the last, 9 months. And on their social media, they showed that they were renting a theater in Salem, Oregon for their performance of Oklahoma, which was their high school play, basically. And I felt like that was an opportunity because a lot of those parents who don't know were going to be there. And not just that, but then the other existing staff who know damn well who I am, they know damn well that I know. They know my brother. They knew my brother. I don't know. It just seemed like the perfect time, if that makes sense. So Nora and I went and we protested. And it was weird. It was weird. I'll show you. Because they're in Sheridan Quantum. So Salem is like 20 minutes away. That's the closest theater that they could rent. And the theater that they rented seated 1,200. They probably had 300 people. Yeah. So, yeah. And I'd be furious if I was a parent and I sent my child to a school that lies about being Scientology. And that was really a main point of my protest. I had 2 signs. I can show them to you, but they'll be backwards. This one? I know it's backwards. Why is the Delphine School hiding its ties to Scientology? And then I had this QR, which went to that image, that Substack image. And then I have, what about my brother? what really happened to Philip Gale. Now, I think Nora's still coming on. Okay. Let me hide this. Okay, so those two signs I was thinking would go to two different sort of groups of people. Now, there's one more thing I want to tell you guys that you don't know yet. And this is kind of weird. Maybe 3 years ago, Nora reached out to me. She says, hey, I got a weird email and they name dropped your brother. I'm like, okay, that's weird. So it's this local person and she was a lot. You know, those people that write emails and they're just like really intense and every sentence kind of seems like a ramble. Has so much information in it. She was like that. But she's like name dropping here and there and like times and dates and places. Anyway, she tells me this story about how my brother, 2 days before he died, reached out to somebody, a staff member at Delphi, at the Delphian, presumably for help. Now, he had been interviewed by an anti-Scientology journalist and was a part of a 5-article series that was very against Scientology. Now, this would have been a high crime. This would have been like really, really, really awful. I'm going to start some of your comments. I see them here. I just don't want to get off track. And thank you for all the kind words about losing my brother. So he interviewed, I want to say it was like a week, 5 days before he died. So he interviews. Now I tried to reach out to this journalist. He said he would not speak to me because this whole thing was so painful for him, which I thought was a rude cop-out, but that's where it fell. So I know that he talked to a journalist, anti-Scientology journalist, which is like the worst thing you can do if you're raised as a Scientologist or at Delphi. 5 days later, he unalives himself. Well, this new information given to me was that he actually called somebody at the Delphian 2 days before he died. I've been mulling that over for a while. I tried to get the person to connect me with the staff member. They refused. Though I did get this like really weird cryptic thing that was like, well, she's seen you. She's seen you at sports games, which I'm like, this is so fucking weird. Okay. And then I get told, if a strange person comes up to you at one of these sports games and hands you a note that says, meet me in the bathroom, you should probably go. What the actual fuck? Okay. But after that, I really got no information. No one's come up to me at a sports game and handed me a note and told me to meet him in the bathroom, talk about my dead brother. That's not happened. And you know, it's been so many years that I tend to think like, whatever. But you know, sometimes like a long time goes by with something and then you just all of a sudden put pieces together, like for no reason. You know, it's just like some random Tuesday and you think back to something that happened years ago and then you're like, oh, wait, what? How did I miss that? Well, the other thing to know is that my mother knew he had done this article. So when he died, she went online and said that she blamed the critics for involving him in this, that made him feel like he had to unalive himself. Yes, an epiphany. So I'm like, okay. It's weird, right? You guys have no idea the weird stuff that comes into my life because of this dead brother I have. It is wild. Anyway, she said a lot of other stuff. And like I said, her emails were really jam-packed. And at one point, I couldn't tell. I was like, is this lady crazy or is she just like weird? And I did a deep dive on one of her emails. I mean, she was naming specific private investigators, private investigator firms. She was telling me that when my brother passed away, people were freaking out. Telephone lines were cut. I was like, what the hell? What the actual hell, you know? But then when I realized, I'm like, oh yeah, what happened, what must have happened is that he reached out for help and he got turned in to OSA. That's what happened. That's what happened. So who did it? Who turned him over to OSA from Delphi? Who did he call that made him feel that the only thing he could do to get out of this situation was pretty much the worst thing you can do? Unalive yourself. And as anybody who watches Scientology, like history or knows about it, unaliving oneself is like kind of par for the course. I know that sounds awful, but like a lot of people make that choice because of their views of reincarnation, bodies, whatever. So I sat on this for like 3 years, you guys, thinking, you know, what's done is done, whatever. But then Scientology, and then Delphian is like at my aquatic center. I'm just like kind of irritated. Then they're advertising my local community. And I'm like getting more irritated. And then they're going to do this show. I'm like, you know, it's time. It's time. So I titled my thing, Let's Make Trouble for Scientology's Elite Boarding School. My God, we did. They were so mad. So Nora and I decided on the low. Hold on. Please clarify how long ago were these emails? I think they were years ago. Nora can clarify, but maybe 2 to 3 years. Yeah, probably 3. I just showed you 4 fingers, but I meant 3. And again, I don't know what it is about now. I don't know if it was because I saw them, like I went on their website because I saw them advertising to families here in my town. In fact, my neighbor, without giving too much away, they were going to send their little girl to Delphian. And they didn't, thank goodness, because I talked to them about just not about my brother necessarily, but about like what she would actually learn there. And it's frustrating because even though they knew it kind of was Scientology, like adjacent, they were never really told the truth. And that just pisses me off. I guess I just got pissed off, guys. So Nora and I were like, okay. Actually, I messaged her. I'm like, do you want to do this? Will you do this with me? And she's like, fuck yeah, I will. So that's nice. Scientology is a fascist why can't I say that word? Totalitarian, authoritarian cult. Unconstitutional, destroy lives inside Scientology, and just plain outside critics. Girl, the 4 fingers when it's really 3. That's so familiar. It's like a nervous system twitch or something. Yeah, I've been going through a lot lately. I did not realize how seeing some of these people was gonna affect me, to be honest. Honestly. Yes, Freya. I think that's how you say it. Why trick people if they don't think they're doing anything wrong? So at the protest, that was one of the main things. I was like, well, we'll get into that in a second. All right, so Nora agrees. We're good to go. I can't find my microphone because if you guys know anything about me, I can never find what I need when I need it. If it has to do with audio or technology, like, forget about it. It's gone. It's over. But Nora says, hey, I have an extra one. No worries. I'll meet you there. Use mine. Love that for me. Awesome. Thank you, friend. You're the best. Hey, Alex. Wow, that's fascinating. where I'm starting that to bring it up again later, but he says, I'm sorry I'm late. Hey, Liz, doesn't surprise me they tried to frame you. This is OSA's MO, modus operandi, I think is what that is. They tried to plant pot on protesters at the IAS last year. It didn't work. I'm starting this because we need to talk about this. All right. We're going to come back to that one, Alex. So I get there a little early. I got there at the designated time, but Nora wasn't there yet. I wasn't going to go live. I'm standing on the sidewalk. This truck pulls out of a parking spot, and I think, perfect, this will be a great shot. I'll get me in front of the theater with my signs. I'll turn it into my thumbnail for my video. And then when Nora gets here, I'm ready to go live. Well, the truck pulls out, and a Tesla pulls in, and it was literally that headmaster. He's not the headmaster now. Why can I also not remember his freaking first name? Hold on. I don't know why I can't. Well, I mean, we all know why. I have some pretty serious trauma. Anyway. So, I'll show you the footage. He pulls right up. I'm going to keep it on mute, though. Hold on. How do I mute my page here? I can mute a tab, right? Why can I not mute this? Here we go. Okay. And don't come at me because I just honestly didn't look that great, which is fine. Thank you so much for becoming a YouTube member. I really appreciate that. Okay. So I was not mic'd up. I was not ready. Where are we? I'm like, okay, blah, blah, blah. This is them right there. They get out of the car and I'm talking to them. I'm showing them there they are. Let's pause it. Boom. Okay, perfect. Perfect. So the woman they're paying for parking. Ooh, and this is something that they didn't think about. Oh, did I not show you? My goodness. They didn't think about the parking. Fools. It left them open. I even told one of them, I was like, hey, there's an app. Like, next time you can use the app for parking and you don't have to deal with us. Because honestly, it was ridiculous. But these are the first people I see. So I'm like, I have to go live. The man standing there is the father of the current headmaster. And this man was the headmaster who gave the speech saying they have too many Asians. The woman who has her phone out, she's working on parking. That's his wife. And then the girl with the white purse is their daughter. Now that girl with the white purse, dated, I mean, what does that mean when you're at a boarding school with strict rules and you're a teenager, but dated my brother a little bit. She knows exactly who he is. And she probably knows exactly what happened to him, to be honest. She was shook. I cannot explain to you. I wish that I had it on camera. I really wish I had meta glasses. I think that's the only way really in the future to actually make sure I get the actual right footage because I missed a lot. But they were the first people I encountered. And this was at 5 p.m. Now the doors didn't open to the performance until 5:30. So parking. That's funny, Anne. I'm starting that. And I told them, I said, I'm going to be protesting your event so that everybody knows what happened and that you are a Scientology school. That's 5 p.m. Okay. Just keep that little time in your mind. They walk off. They are they're showing scorn, disdain. Tiffany, the girl with the white purse, she looked more shocked. But the dad and the mom, they were mad. I don't know how to explain it. Mad. Excuse me. So, Then what happened? So I'm like, okay, I'm live. I don't have my audio. I don't have my microphone. And then later, let me see if I can find this next little footage. So then I set up shop. I show you. Okay, this guy. All right, let me see if I can just back it up a tiny bit. Let's see. People are walking by. This guy. You see him there? He walks right up to me. He's first nice. He's like, "Hey, I just want to tell you that like this is my daughter's senior year. She's doing this performance and like I don't want her to be upset. Is there any way that you would leave? I know that this is your First Amendment right." And I'm like, "Hey, I'm really sorry, but like no. I'm not going to leave. This is my First Amendment right. And the reason I'm doing this is because I'm from the local community, blah 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 blah, all the things I've told you guys." Then he gets real mad at me. I don't know if you guys could see that. Let's go back. And I'm like, "Did you guys see that?" He puts this thing in my face. Let's see if I can like really zoom in. Okay, I'm like, "Hey, here I am." He comes up to me and he's like, "I just want to be nice. I want to talk to you about this, blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, "Sorry, bro." I'm like, and I don't know if you could tell, he came pretty close. So I like kind of have my signs up, like kind of a boundary almost in a way. I'm just kind of like, hey, like putting, you know what I mean? And he has this rolled up receipt thing. And he decides, he's like rolling it up in his hand right there. And he gets really mad. And he's like, "Whoa, see how close he gets?" And he says to me, literally, you guys, what he said to me is he goes, "I know who you are and I know what you've done. And I'm going to tell everybody." That's what he says to me. He puts that shit in my face and he says, "I know who you are and I know what you've done. And I'm going to tell everybody." And honestly, I thought that was pretty funny because that is like the what do you call it? The MO. Like, here's my face. Actually, let me go back. And I'm such a goober. Like, watching your own face is nobody should be allowed to do this. I'm reading the chat, but I'm just like, what in the hell is going on with this guy? Oh, and then somebody told me I had food in my teeth. That was fun. Let me go back. Okay, here. He comes back up to me. Maybe we should turn the sound on.
Apologize if I offended you.
Oh, you figured out you're on a live stream.
Well, I don't care.
We should screenshot him and try and find out who he is. So then he comes back to me and he goes, "Oh, I want to apologize." I was like, "Oh, you figured out you're on a live stream?" And he's like, "Oh, I don't really care." Buddy, come on. Let's be serious. Let's be serious. I'm actually going to screenshot him. Does that his name on there? On his badge? Can we see what that is? Oh, what is that? Costers? Anyway, if anybody knows who this guy is, let me know. Yeah, so he comes up to me and does that. And then, like I said, he realized he got caught. And I was like, "Oh, you're so dumb." This is why I wish I had meta glasses, you guys, because it would have been like right there. I have we have an old GoPro, but the battery, it's like maybe 18 minutes. It's not good for protesting. I think I will. Anyway, all this happened in the first like 5-10 minutes. I'm just like, okay. They really didn't want the kids to see the signs. They didn't want the kids to be upset. Of course, they didn't want the paying $71,000 a year paying parents to also have any concerns at all. Yeah. Oh, he cared. No, he watched me. So at first, while we were far away, is that I had my camera on the tripod on the other side of the sidewalk. So when he came up to me at first, he probably didn't even realize. And then I ran right over to chat and I was like, "Oh my gosh, did you guys see that?" And nobody could hear it because I didn't have my audio yet. Anyway, and let me tell you one more thing about this guy. He wasn't there for a while. He left or something, came back. And then when he was walking by me the next time, he winked at me. Just like, Tell me you're a creepy Scientologist without telling me you're a creepy Scientologist. Come up to somebody, put a roll of paper up in their face. I know who you are. I know what you've done. I'm going to tell everybody. Get caught, eat crow, and then wink. Oh, honestly, it was probably the wink that did me in, because you know what? Growing up in Scientology, I've been winked at. I've been winked at plenty of times, like motherfuckers like this. And it's always disgusting. It's always a dirty reason. Anyway. Yeah, ew. It was ew. It was so ew. I don't even know how to explain to you guys how just creepy it was. I actually prefer the blatant, like, getting in your face. At least then it's overt. It's a little more honest instead of this like sly, like winking at me as he's going in the building. Just like, I don't know. Just doesn't understand how creepy and disgusting that is. Anyway, and all of this happened before Nora shows up. We had some interesting conversations with people. In fact, I believe I have a very high level Scientologist on record saying that they love gay people, the LGBTQ community. Let's see if I can find that. I like kind of put her on the spot. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Somebody goes, "You didn't look very well in that live." Guys, I was hurting. Turns out, here we go. Turns out I had a science fiction the whole time. So this is Lauren Sweetland. And here we go. Let's see what Lauren has to say.
It is hard to say fuck you. It is hard to say no, that's fucked up. And yeah, like maybe
Look at me. I'm like cringing.
Hi world. How are you?
This is important. If you're an OT8 Scientologist and you're saying that things have changed and Scientology endorses and accepts the LGBTQ plus community right now, this would be
accepted.
We're getting breaking news.
100%. I will tell you.
say one more for the people in the back.
As far as I've seen at Flag and in the upper organization, so you can do Scientology at home, you can do books, you can never go into an organization and still read this stuff if you want and never have anything to do with it. True? But there is changes from when Nora was there. There was a viewpoint that maybe don't do that, but since
Don't be gay.
maybe not. Yeah. But I will tell you personally
Maybe don't do that. How about we'll punish you and charge you money to security check you and put you through horrible rehabilitation programs? Not maybe don't do that.
the last 5 years, it's like there are people of any type of sexuality that are there. And people do not care. There are trans, there are gay, there are people that are very high up gay, very
people to be in polyamorous relationships.
That's where Nora's like, do they allow people to be in polyamorous? I was like, Nora, too much. You're gonna break the ARC. Oh hey, are you ready? Okay. Look who's here.
Hi, I heard you say my
Hi.
name. It's like Beetlejuice.
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 I just appear.
You do.
Pop
Is
up.
that okay? Are we good in the
Yeah.
screen? Okay.
I hear.
Hi.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm good. I'm just waiting for something to process. I just dropped a thumbnail
Oh, you just put out
For-
something? I
for
see.
later. Yeah, for
You're
later.
gonna start some shit?
Oh,
Are you going to cause some trouble?
am I going to be controversial? Jace.
Okay. Fantastic. We all look forward to that.
Yeah, that conversation with Lauren was wild.
It was weird. And part of me felt like, oh, wouldn't that be great if what she's saying was true? And then this other part of me is like, everything I've ever learned, just like not computing. How could that be true?
Well,
What?
notice how she was very carefully wording what gay people can do. They can do Scientology at home and they can read a book.
Yep.
And
They're illegal PCs, guys.
Yeah, no. And we got off track there for a minute with the whole how many people they accept, because I should have asked, oh, can they go clear? Can they be OT? Because the answer would have been,
well, yeah.
Yeah.
It was interesting though, because we both remembered her. Somebody was like, "Oh, her hair is so pretty." Yeah, she was
Yeah.
so cool. She is so cool. She is the perfect person to have come out and to talk
Oh,
with
of
us.
course. Of
And
course.
she is OT8, which means she's gotten to the top of what's available for the Bridge to Total Freedom, like all the Scientology courses, everything. It was funny that she said she was raised Catholic.
For
Like, what
what?
the
You
fuck
got
are you talking
baptized?
about?
Okay, so she got baptized Catholic. Give me a
She was
break.
not going to Catholic church while she was
No.
growing up at Delphi.
No, she wasn't.
So I don't know what the hell she's
Raised
talking about.
Catholic for what, a year? Come
Yeah.
on.
Anyway, yes, but her coming out was huge. We didn't like we actually
Agreed.
we were super respectful. I mean, even I said to her, I was like, nobody else had the balls to come out here and talk to us. So
No.
good on you. And yeah.
But I love how you pointed out the guy who was like pointing the thing in your face. He
Yeah.
immediately about face. Same thing happened with Michael Pena, where he was
yeah,
like,
we forgot to talk about
Mike-
Michael Pena.
Michael Pena, and we were like, and he started being, he saw our signs. He's like, oh, you guys are just a couple of trolls. And then I said, oh, is that what you say to Danny Masterson's victims?
That's right.
Do you still support your bestie, Danny Masterson, who got,
Right.
convicted of raping 3 women? And then he got real quiet. And then
Mhm.
somebody came over to him, and all of a sudden he's like, oh, I'm just a dad at the school that doesn't
Right.
know how to use a parking meter. Pew, pew,
Why
pew,
the
pew, pew.
He could not figure that parking meter out for so
No,
long.
sir,
Maybe
it's
I can
not
pull up
that
Let me
hard.
pull up some. Let me see if I can find the footage
But
of
it
it.
was like every time they started getting sassy with us, the only person
go.
who would not unsassify themselves was TK. That girl was unhinged from the moment she arrived. She was drunk.
Right. I have to find the right oh God, technology. I have to find the right way to share this now that there's 2 of us.
Oh, God. You just hit the
Oh.
share screen and hit the present.
I think I need this one. Hold on. Ta-da! Okay.
Ta-da!
Ta-da. So everybody, do you guys know who Michael Pena is, everybody?
Michael Pena.
Michael Pena.
Pena.
Here, I'll show you a better picture of him real quick. Let's just pull up all of the Google images real quick. Everybody knows this guy, right? You guys all know this guy, this actor, this famous actor. Actor. Mhm.
Ding. Thank you.
Well, the only reason he would be there is because he has a kid there that
Right.
goes to that school.
Which
that
I
was in that
confirmed
thing.
with him.
What?
I confirmed that with him.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
And I think he showed up that early. So it still wasn't open yet. I think because he's a celebrity, he was like, okay, I'm going to show up a little early. Like,
So it's not
you
a
know,
thing.
yeah, be
Yeah.
low key or whatever. But he's like walking up, and both Nora and I are like, hey, Michael, what's up?
Yeah, we're
And
like,
that's
what's
the
up,
person-
Michael Pena?
Michael Pena. And
Michael Pena.
seriously, he was at that meter. It must have been a full 6 to 7 minutes.
At least.
He could not figure it out. And that's when I was like, hey, just so you know, there's a QR code on, like, I felt bad for the guy. I'm like, there's a QR code on the side of that. Like, you didn't even have to come over here. You obviously can't figure it out. Do it on your phone.
Yeah.
Because I think my helping nature is just like, I hate you and I'm so upset with you, but let me help you with parking because you're having a hard time. But that did give us enough time to talk to chat. And like, then afterward I went and I was like, just so you know, we're not trolls. My brother graduated from Delphi. You could Google him. It was really sad what happened. And I said, I'm here because I live here. And Scientology is not telling the local community. I mean, Delphi is not telling the local community that it's Scientology. And I was like, don't you think that's weird? Don't you think they should be proud of it?
Right.
Why are they not telling everybody? That's weird. And then I think he just walked away. I don't think anything else happened. I mean, like, he went around the back because Nora and I were so problematic. that
Right.
From 5 to 5:30, more and more Delphian staff were showing up. And they did not know what to do with us. And they knew that the entire audience was coming at 5:30. So I think they were really stressed out. Anyway, you want to say anything else about this crazy guy?
Oh, Michael Pena? No. He's
Yeah,
like,
I know. He's kind of a nothing burger.
I mean, you know, I mean, clearly dad vibes right there with the
Total
little,
dad mode. Yeah.
total dad mode. He's got his
Mhm.
he's got his khakis on, he's got his
Totally.
comfy sweatshirt on with a little collared
Right.
shirt. He's got his spectacles on. He's got a low-key pair of, Air Ones. It's classic dad. I got nothing, and then after he was reminded, we don't confront, we're not confrontational.
Yeah.
We're, like
We're
somebody
just a
told
couple of moms who want the freaking world to know this
here's
is a Scientology school. You
I
sent your kid
know.
to a Scientology school.
But there was what the weird vibes were, right? Is that we had people taking pictures of us. We had people, who were confrontational, and then all of a sudden they weren't. And I have never seen that in a protest, right? Like never. None of the protests that I have done where I've had people, pretend to talk to me, tell me I'm a squirrel, tell me I'm a this, that, and blah, 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 blah. I've never seen people do an about face, right?
Mhm.
Like that ever, right? And it was so weird that
weird.
okay, Michael Pena, sure, he's a celebrity. He has way more on the line than this just the average parents,
Right.
because if we send a clip of him screaming at us to TMZ,
Right.
then he's fucked, right? And
Yeah.
then it
So
starts
he
like a
knows.
whole thing. So he
Uh-huh.
knows, but the other people don't know. They're staunch Scientologists. So
Right.
their edict is to confront and shatter. Right.
Right.
And then they went into that weird mode when I got a handler for some reason and you didn't. And then I got two handlers. Like they were really fucking scared,
Mhm.
about me being there because they knew how many people I was going to know there. I think
I
they
think
were
we
more.
were I think we were a
Yeah.
deadly combo.
Oh, well, you're talking about your brother, which of course he's a Delphi grad. That's fucked up. And he's the dead.
Right.
And then I know everybody that's fucking walking in and I'm
Yep.
calling them out by name, by their
Mhm.
full fucking name, reminding them of all of the lovely time we spent together.
Right. Because you knew most of those people from the Sea Org.
Yeah.
And I knew most of those people from attending Delphi. So we had pretty much everybody covered.
Yeah. I look like I need a handler.
I felt like because I had I think that when I confronted the aughts, when they walked away, I think that they immediately called Takesha
Oh,
because
yeah.
she is the TK. I'll show you pictures of her in just a second, guys. And I'm not totally sure, but I think TK's mom was my brother's faculty,
Crazy.
person. I'm not sure if anybody can confirm that, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. Anyway, so she's the community outreach person. So it would be her fault that we were there. It's her problem.
Oh, 100%.
100%. So
100%.
she showed up, she did not look good. And I'm not trying to shame on her or anything. I just mean, I think she got called there very suddenly. Very suddenly.
I think she was in the middle of getting ready to go, probably going to go to dinner and do fun, fancy stuff.
Mhm.
And they just told her to get her ass down there. And so she just came in her,
Mhm.
just her regular clothes, which are fine. It's a sweatshirt and jeans. I
But
don't give a
that's not
shit.
really what she would look like, I think.
Oh, not when she's working and
Yeah,
stuff. That
when
wouldn't be
it's
okay.
parents' weekend, it's the big performance. I think she got
No.
called there a lot earlier, and she looked like she'd been crying. And even I people were coming up to her and hugging her.
Yeah,
I felt bad. I even said,
she looked like she was still crying.
well, that's the thing. And I was like, I honestly said, because she was standing in front of me for a while, I think that she got assigned to me and Kelly got assigned to you.
I see.
Because you were maybe 15 feet away. And for a long portion of it, TK was just standing in front of me, just blocking me.
no,
But I'm taller than her, and
her-
I just put my signs up.
No, I know. Those two
Yeah.
and the guy who was clearly some sort of staff at Delphi.
Dan Silver.
Yeah, that guy. The three of them, their job was to stand in front of us,
Shield us from the group.
shield the children
Mhm.
from our signs, guys. My sign only said Delphian tuition funds Scientology, the four most dangerous words in the English language. It made me a danger to all the children, as Lauren said, signs frighten children.
Right.
This is the first time I've ever heard a Scientologist be concerned for the welfare of children.
Yeah, it's a funny time to start, isn't it?
Isn't it?
So weird.
Well, when it's their kids, they're concerned.
Right, of course.
this new generation, they're actually doing the parenting ish.
Right.
Now they fight for their kids to go to boarding school all year.
Yeah. Bye. See
But
you
also,
later.
how do these fucks have the fucking money to send their kids there?
Well, actually, that's a great question. So Kelly, the girl, Kelly Bennett, who was in front
Yeah.
of you with the short blonde hair,
Right.
Cicassia, Sam Silver, they all grew up at Delphi. Their parents were staff members, so they got free tuition. And Cicassia, she works there, so her kids
Right.
get free tuition.
Wow.
The headmaster now is the son of the other headmaster that I showed you earlier. Like, these are people who are so indoctrinated growing up. They grew up not like more than me, because at least I was a student that, I mean, I went quote home, or I went to Florida to do courses or
I'm
whatever.
just sorry I missed Tiffany.
Yeah, that would have been, she was shook when I was like, hey, you remember me, Liz Gale? You remember my brother? I know you do. And they were just like,
If Tiffany would have seen me, she probably would talk about a closeted gay girl.
how do you know her?
Tiffany?
Mhm.
Oh, she was the LRH comm at
Mhm.
CC.
Yeah.
Now, here's what
So-
happened with Tiffany, Lauren's boyfriend at the time. There was like this gaggle of Delphi kids, Corinne, a
Mhm.
bunch of other people. They all showed up at the same time from Delphi. And
Mhm.
essentially what happened was a recruiter showed up and was like, you guys are graduating. You're going to the Sea Org.
Mhm.
There was no like zhuzhing. Like their parents were basically told, your kids are joining the Sea Org. And
Yeah. Well, they don't let them anymore, but they
Yeah.
used to let the
Oh,
Sea Org
recruiters.
missions recruiters come up, and just give them, free reign. That same era was, I think, the most Scientological time. Like
Yeah.
one of them.
That
it
was
felt like it
late
to me.
80s. Yeah.
Yeah. Some of the only people I know who did not go into the Sea Org, were recruited to be John Travolta's nannies. There was a
Mhm.
couple, Catherine and Tad.
Mhm.
Um,
Yep.
and they were recruited to be the nannies, one for each of the kids. And then something else, Anna Gill, Dylan's sister, was
Oh, right.
recruited for something similar.
Yeah.
And I find it interesting too that, like, this is a billion-year contract. So they signed them as
Yeah.
teenagers, but they're not in the Sea Org anymore. TK was in the Sea Org.
Yep.
You're saying Tiffany was in the Sea Org. It's
Yep.
Lauren was in the Sea Org.
Mhm.
What happened? How come you guys aren't in the Sea Org anymore?
I know
How
what
did that happen?
happened.
They must have selective amnesia.
Yeah, they forgot. They forgot. And then all the people that were there that I was in the Sea Org with, they did not want to talk, except for like, I guess Andrea had found out that I was there. And I was like, hey, Andrea. And she was looking around. She's like, oh, hi, Nora.
Mhm.
That was it.
Right.
Like,
Fair enough.
yeah, they all told everybody, Nora's here. She's going to talk to you.
Mhm.
Beware.
Mhm.
Beware, Nora Ames. She will call out your whole fucking Christian name for the audience. Like, that's the biggest crime that I remember, people. As if I was going to forget Lauren Sweetland. Like, first of all, what? I can't believe you remembered me. You can't? Like, I wasn't shocked to hear she was
when they're
OTA.
processing.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't shocked that she's, I'm shocked they let her do that since she's a quote unquote security risk.
I mean, she's OTA. She's probably one of the few people who is allowed, because she's supposedly can confront and shatter our suppression.
Well, she wasn't OTA when she got kicked out of the Sea Org. She wasn't even clear.
Right.
Yeah.
I told you too. So anyway, yeah, whatever. I want to show, okay, let's talk about the powder bag. Because this is what ended up happening. And I think it's really weird. So this is at the end. This is like an hour and a half in. They started turning their backs. The buses came. And the will call line was like right next to me. There was another line right next to you. And we're just standing there with our signs, like talking to people, whatever. I know that my brother is an Achilles, like a thorn in their side. It's extremely bad PR, especially because so many high-level tech people know about my brother. Um, he's got this whole sort of cult following. It's kind of strange. But I think the combination of both of us, like, really freaked them out. And it turns out that one of their top alumni is called Sky Dayton,
Mhm.
and,
He
the
started Earthlink, guys, for
Mhm.
those of you who don't know.
and Ring. He's on the Kennedy, Center board now, I believe.
Probably on the Epstein list. I don't know. We'd have to search for that. But
Good
I mean, with
question.
those kind of connections, I wouldn't doubt it with what
Right.
Scientology does.
So he, recruited my brother directly out of, Delphi pretty much. Um, and when my brother worked for him, he became an emancipated minor,
At what
and
age?
15.
At 15. I just want
15.
everybody to understand
Mhm.
that.
So my
Who
brother
who how did that happen? Did your parents just go, "Okay," and they signed it away? Or did he
Mhm.
have to go to court?
Of course, he had to go to court, but my parents signed it because
They didn't
he
contest his petition, in other words.
correct.
Yeah.
Because in order to become an emancipated minor, you have to show that you can financially support yourself, and
Mhm.
because he was working at Earthlink, he was making money and he had stock options. Um, he was a huge part of writing the first dial-up internet connection. I mean,
Yep.
he was an internet I mean, you guys can Google him, he has a Wikipedia page, like, he's a big deal. Um, he got accepted to MIT at 15. So anyway, long story short, he was Sky fucking Dayton. Anyway, had him making porn sites, had him programming pornography sites when he was, like, 16 years old. Um, they don't
So,
want
how
to
is
know
that
that.
not sexualizing a child? But that's very Scientology because he's an adult now legally. So
Right.
it's totally okay.
And I knew about that a little bit before, and I was kinda like, "Huh, okay, that's weird." But now that I'm a mom and I've raised a full human, like, up to past that age, I'm like, "That is so inappropriate, it's disgusting." I also
Mhm.
found out, because I got in contact with somebody who was there during that same time, and she told me a lot of stuff, including that Arwen, his wife, was
Mhm.
regularly sec checking my brother at work, and they shared an office with Moxon, who is one of Scientology's, like, top, like, um,
The
lawyer
lawyers, yeah.
OSA
Mhm.
lawyers, whatever. So anyway, long story short, the fact that my brother then went back to MIT and spoke to a anti-Scientology journalist
Mhm.
would have been extremely dangerous for these people.
Oh, for
Extremely
everything.
dangerous,
For
yeah.
everything. Yeah.
And most of this has never come out. So they're just like, "Okay, hit it." And you know who else was a part of that? David O'Donnell. Do you know who that is?
Oh, yeah. He
He's
was
a
one of my
freaking
students.
Hallmark
Yeah.
movie star, guys.
Yeah.
You've
He's
probably watched a
lame.
Hallmark movie. Yeah, here,
Him and his wife, like F-list actors. Yeah.
let me show you who he is real
You've
quick.
seen him. You've seen him on the Hallmark Channel.
Let me get to the right page.
Was David there?
Well, so we grew up with David's family. He was, like, best friends with my brother, like,
Yeah.
growing up. This guy, that's his wife. I don't think his wife was in Scientology, so
Oh,
hopefully
yes. Yes, she was.
oh, never mind
Oh,
then.
100%. She was one of
Okay.
my students too. Fucking Jennifer
Oh,
Aspin.
Jennifer Aspin. Okay,
Yeah.
well, there you go. Um, yeah, and then his dad ended up
Also
suing.
besties with Masterson.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, so all these people, yeah, Philip is very well known in tech circles here in California.
Mhm.
I don't know how to explain it, you guys, but his, like, legend lives on at these, like, really high level schools where people in the tech and in Silicon Valley go on to do crazy things. Like, I know this sounds dramatic, but, like, many Silicon Valley tech billionaires know my brother's name.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, because his code is the basis for so many things
Right.
that we have now. It's still being used to make stuff. Without Philip Gale, a lot of the internet wouldn't exist.
I mean, Yeah, perhaps.
That's
I mean,
just
that's the way it
facts.
went down. That's the way it went down.
We
And
wouldn't have
so,
this right now in our hands doing magic shit, you know.
I mean, who knows? Who knows if somebody else would have figured it out? Probably, but the way it went down, he was important. So I think that some of these things haven't made it. You know, we're talking about somebody who is on the Kennedy Center board, had
Mhm.
a protege from his Scientology school making pornography sites at 16 years old. I would imagine they don't want a lot of people to know about that. Just saying. And David
Well,
O'Donnell.
Scientology doesn't want people to know that Sky Dayton, one of their most prestigious members, gained his fortune from porn.
Right. Well, yeah.
Because Scientology, like, you can't even masturbate, guys. That's
Well,
a
and
crime.
I think even that could be like almost forgiven. Like, oh, it was so long ago. I was young. I just got it, whatever. But
Do
then
you
when you
think he
throw
deleted his porn sites? You think that he doesn't own Pornhub and all these other things?
I don't know. I never really
I
looked
mean, of
into it that
course.
deep.
Come on.
Right. Anyway, this guy, Sky Dayton, he was the commencement speaker this weekend. He was up at Delphi this weekend. So
Wow.
I
Well,
don't know if anybody
I'm sure
told
they have
him.
kids and stuff. So
He had 3. Yeah, they said in the commencement speech that he had 3 children who already graduated from Delphi. He just came back because he's such hot shit. Yeah.
this guy
Well,
Dayton.
yeah.
Mm.
So anyway, lots of skeletons in the closet. Lots. But now that everybody knows what a huge risk and a huge like double whammy problem, because if Nora had gone by herself, just Nora, huge PR flap. If I had just gone by myself, huge PR flap. The fact that we showed up together and that we knew so much,
Yeah.
and we both have our own histories that they know damn well, and we're both like YouTubers, I think that was very scary for them.
Yeah.
I think it was
Yeah.
very scary. And they were like, don't show the kids the signs. If there was like anybody young, I did kind of put my sign down, but the rest of them, I was like, sorry, you're going to a Scientology school. You know it. The kids fucking know.
I mean, the kids have to know
Right.
because they're still doing TRs. They're still writing up their overts and withholds. They're still going to the examiner. They're still doing all of the Scientological things. But but in fairness to the kids who are not born in Scientologists, they just think that's a normal part of their school because they've been going to that school,
Right.
most of them, since they were like 5 or 6 or whatever, kindergarten level. So that's just been normalized for them as part of school. They probably think, honestly, that every school has that. They will be shocked when they go to college and there's no like there you know where they're going to find out for real that they were like almost trapped in a cult. They're going to be like at college and some conflict is going to happen and then they're going to write a KR. They're going to write a knowledge report. And then they're going to be like,
Yep.
where's ethics? Where do I turn this in? And their roommate's going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. Like,
well, I saw that Josie put an aluminum can into the trash and not the recycle. And I want to make sure that we report that right away. And her roommate's going to be like, what the fuck? Why would you do that?
Yeah. Yeah. Because
like,
it's not even
they're going to find out.
Right. And it's not just the policy, it's like the way that you think. It's the way.
Yeah.
And it's instilled in you that certain things are crimes. Like it's a crime not to write up somebody who's done something that you saw. It's a crime to go by a word you don't understand. It's a crime not to apply Scientology conditions to your statistics. So there's like an element of like, I have to do this. That, it was crazy. Anyway, so that's why they were so pissed off at us. That's why they obviously went a little bit cuckoo bananas.
They went a lot cuckoo bananas.
This
for two 40-plus-year-old women who have elder children, adults and teens, to then like, what are we going to do? Also, guys, you can clearly see I'm fat. I am not running in anywhere. If I am running, there is like a Yeti. There's the apocalypse. Aliens have landed. Okay. I'm not running for fun. Come on. That's not entertainment. I mean, it could be for somebody. I mean, I don't know.
I know why. I know why I scared him. I know damn well why I scared him because I'm a local mom.
Yeah.
I went to the school. My brother fucking is my brother.
Yeah.
And I'm clearly not afraid to stand out on the corner and talk about it.
Yeah.
Which is equally why they're afraid of you. So let's talk about the baggie now. Let's get into the
Let's get to the baggie. I mean,
Let's do it.
pull it up. Pull it
All
up
right.
because this has been very we did a deep dive on my channel the other day, but Liz and I then talked about a lot of stuff surrounding this, right? So she's done a really good job setting this up. So you have to realize that first Liz by herself encountered the former principal,
Uh-huh.
okay? The grandfather principal. Wasn't he principal for like the OG days, like the OG principal just forever? Or was there some no, I think there's probably been other people.
There have been,
Okay.
yeah. When my brother first went there, it was Larson. And
Okay.
they were
Okay.
very close to my family.
Right.
When we would go there, we would like stay at the Larson's house, at the headmaster's
Right.
house, not anywhere else.
Yeah.
So they were sort of like given my brother, like,
Yeah.
please take
That's-
care of him.
That's what happens. You're just
Yeah.
literally gifted to somebody
8
in
years old.
Scientology.
He was 8 years old.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, he's,
But Mr. Ott, he had been there for like a long ass time, right?
yeah.
Okay. So first you get confronted by him. Then we have Michael Pena show up.
Oh, and that
Then-
must have been a huge flap.
And
because he's
that's a huge
celebrity.
flap. No.
And the fact that we were able to like access him and nobody else was there, somebody got in big trouble.
Oh,
Nora, I
somebody
know
got in
you've
big
heard this
trouble.
story, but I just want to tell everybody really quickly.
Yeah.
And I talked about this when I was on the Aftermath show, the Leah Remini show. The reason my brother was sent to Delphi was because when he was 4, I believe he was 4, he was at a party and there was a horse to ride pony rides. My mom was like, get on the horse. And he said, no, I'm not going to get on the horse. They had like a little power struggle. He said, if I'm getting on the horse, I'm going to break my arm. And my mom was like, you're not going to break your arm. Get on the horse. Got on the horse, fell off, broke his arm.
Broke his arm. Yeah.
Had to have it set in surgery. So then years after my brother died, like years later, my mom and I are in Latvia listening to an English Beatles band. And she had, I know.
It's so random.
I know. And she had a shandy, which for anybody is like half lager, half lemonade, because this woman doesn't even drink.
Delicious.
And so the right time, the right place, whatever. She tells me that the reason my brother was sent to Delphi in the first place was because when he got out of that surgery, he was different. He started throwing tantrums. He started acting differently. And she realized that she was the one re-stimulating, triggering him, and causing him to have these reactions. And so because of that reason, they bided their time and waited until they could send him to boarding school.
Full time
At 8 years old, because in Dianetics, it says 8 is the age. And that honestly, probably the earliest age I don't even know if they accept 8-year-olds anymore. I know that when I was accepted at 8, I was put in a totally different dorm. Total shit show. Anyway, whatever. So she tells me the reason my brother was sent to Delphi in the first place was because she was re-stimulating, triggering him because of this broken arm that he had. And that was one of my fracture moments, you guys, because I was just like, he'd been dead for 4.5 years. And granted, so I did this backpacking in Europe thing. And I had been gone, experiencing things, like opening my world up. It was crazy. And then my parents met me out there. So I hadn't seen them for months anyway. We went to a wedding, another Scientologist guy who was married, like this 50-year-old dude who was marrying this like 20-year-old Latvian.
What?
Anyway, yeah, whatever. Really long story short, it fucked me up so bad because I was like, what? You sent him away?
Yeah.
Because he acted different when he was 4 and he broke his arm and he had a cast? Like at this point, I had been a preschool teacher for 5 years.
Right.
No, that's wrong.
It was before.
Anyway, I had been in early childhood education, at least in the school, and then I was a preschool teacher after that. But anyway, I was just like, what?
Yeah.
What 4-year-old's not going to come out of surgery with a broken arm and throw a tantrum?
Yeah.
And then
you're in pain.
And who are they going to push back with the most? The one person who's always supposed to be there and never supposed to give up on them and never supposed to send them away.
Yeah.
I'm going to start coughing. Cover me.
I got you. Liz is going to take a break here for a second. So, yeah. So that's this story that Liz just told is not something out of the ordinary. If a OT parent realized that they were stimulating their child's reactive mind. The solution then is either to throw them into full-time auditing, or you have to change their environment, right? Yeah. So if he had
And
to
in
get his,
Dianetics,
yeah,
it says at 8 years old, that's when you can really, what is
That's-
the word? It's like hammer in on a case.
yeah, you have to be 8 so that you
Yeah.
can fully see pictures and you can,
Right.
articulate about it. So 8 years old is when indoctrination can really ramp up.
Yeah.
Because you're fully set at 8. You're ready to go. You're cooked.
Yeah, you're good.
You're done. You're ready
good.
to serve on a platter.
Right. So imagine my little, I guess I think of as my little brother now because I outlived him by so many years. That was weird. But imagine a little 8-year-old boy
Mm-hmm.
who honestly has been really sheltered,
Yeah.
being sent away. Why? He probably didn't even know. But it's like at 8 years old, it's like sent away from your primary person because they feel like they have to give you up for something better.
Mhm.
And what they
Mhm.
give you up for is this Scientology school where now you go,
Mhm.
you live, you eat, you breathe, you're indoctrinated. And then he turned out to be really, really smart. He learned,
Yeah.
he was like fluent in, I don't know if it was 12 or 20, whatever. He was fluent in a ton of computer languages. His MIT professor said that he was one of the smartest students they'd ever seen. He was 15 years old. I don't know. He became a product, right?
Yeah.
He
Oh,
wasn't even,
sure.
He wasn't even a kid anymore.
He
Anyway,
was a prodigy.
not all about my brother. I am not even trying to hijack this to be all about my brother. Guys, obviously I have a lot to work through. Let's move on to the white baggie. My God. I'm like,
What year was it? What year was it though that
he died?
Yeah.
98. And you know what? You want to hear something fucking embarrassing? My entire life, I've been telling everybody that I was 14 years old when he died. I had already turned 15. Like,
That's okay.
trauma math. You guys, oh my God.
Yeah, because listen, your 15th birthday didn't matter anymore.
No. Actually, I did get a graphics bong for my 15th birthday from a friend. I don't know if anybody is an old school stoner here, but
What is a graphics
Yeah.
bong?
It was this old brand. I don't even know if they make them anymore. And it was like this ceramic base, and it had like the half moon, half sun.
Very classic 90s
So cool.
situation. Yeah. Yeah.
I got it. Gosh, I don't even know if my mom was like, I don't even think she lived with me. Anyway, so random. Anyway, whatever. My friends convinced me that you drink the bong water after you.
Oh
sip.
no.
Yeah. And granted, it was super clean or whatever. We just did it. And then I like took a sip. They were like, why did you do that? I was like, you told me to.
You're gonna get so sick. Don't
I
do
know.
that.
They were like, you're a fucking idiot. And I was like, I'm a baby. I don't even know what I'm doing.
You said to do it,
What
guys.
are
I
you doing?
trust you.
It was pretty funny. Anyway, good story. I just needed to cheer myself up a little bit with this like vintage bong memory.
Well, I'm trying to think now because
What?
Did your brother ever go to Celebrity Center?
I don't think so. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Because Sky Dayton and his wife were my students there.
Mm-hmm. He might have. You mean during that time? I don't think so. My brother was like kind of anti. I don't know how else to explain it. He got in trouble for smoking pot. He went to an alumni weekend and told somebody that he was smoking weed. And they turned him into OSA, told my parents.
Of
He had a falling
course.
out with my dad.
Of course.
It was a whole thing, which is a huge part of why I named my book Confessions of an Ex-Scientologist Pothead. I don't really put that out there all the time, but like that's for me, you know. Anyway, all of this is to say they were big mad because both of us have these really long-term histories with a lot of skeletons that we can expose. So thanks for letting me just trauma process there.
That's all good.
freaking
You
live
gotta do
YouTube
that.
about my family trauma.
You got to do that. I just wonder. Oh, you know what? I think there was another guy who was similar to your brother, who was like a wonder kid.
Mhm.
David Hogue, Hogg. He was a guy who was like doing spaceships or something.
Okay.
He was like astrophysics kind of
Okay.
guy, and I think he was also working with Sky Dayton. His dad was the principal at, I think they had their own school. It was like Hogs Hollow or some bullshit or whatever. But it was like right next to
Sounds like
Delphi,
Hogwarts.
LA. Right?
Okay.
Oh god.
Okay. There's a piece of dog hair on my freaking cough drop.
Ew.
Gross. Okay. You look distracted.
My ex-husband just sent me a text about flights for our kid. So I'm just like, wait, what?
Wait,
That's
what?
fine. What?
Okay.
What time is it? What time are they leaving? And what time are they getting back? That's fine.
Right. I'm gonna pull this up now. By the way, Alex, apostate Alex, was in the chat earlier, and he was like, "I'm not surprised that they tried to frame you because they tried to put pot on somebody in the UK." No, they can't put pot on somebody in Oregon because nobody
You'd
fucking
be like,
cares.
thanks, free
Yeah.
sample.
Oh my god, if Scientology gave me weed, I would be like, this probably has fentanyl in it. I'm not
Right?
touching you.
Exactly. Fuck off.
Okay, let's watch this footage, and I would love for everybody complaining about dog hair on a cough drop from someone who drank pong juice. Yes,
That was
in
many
my
years
mind.
ago, though.
I'm a
Come on.
complicated woman, okay? What can I say? I love them. All right. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, you guys. I really do. I try not to like make my brother's situation my whole personality or like, I don't know. It's just it's a challenge to
The only reason I asked, about your brother when that happened is because there was another kid who was sent to Celebrity Center to join the Sea Org
Mhm.
that we were like, this kid's nuts.
Mm.
Like he was not. Now your brother wasn't nuts, but like this kid was like for real cuckoo. We were like,
Mm.
us nope.
Right.
And he that was the kid who ended up stabbing his mom to death in New York.
What was his name? Is that Eli?
Yeah, I think the last name is Eli.
Mm.
Yeah. So I was just wondering if your brother had been sent for like the extra special handling from the Class 8 OT8s.
I don't think so.
At Celebrity Center, and then that was the start of all the other things. I mean, if
I don't know.
the timeline of him talking to the journalist, I don't know if he got more sec checking after that or not.
Well, I was told he was being sec checked on the employee grounds
By Arwen.
by Arwen, which is Sky Dayton's wife,
Right.
who's like a author. She's like a sci-fi or something author. She's pretty popular.
Yeah.
And he had a girlfriend then.
Mhm.
And you know who that person is, right?
Right. Yes.
Okay, we don't have to get all into
No,
that.
we're not going to get all into that.
But because I got to talk to her and know her, she told me many things that I was never supposed to know because she was not a Scientologist.
Right.
She was just a savant, young. I think she was 19 though, and she was dating him when he was like 16, which is just also a little bit
But he
weird
was an
for me.
adult, guys.
I know. And
He
I
was
mean,
an
whatever.
emancipated minor.
With his face covered in acne. Nobody could have thought he was a grown man. I'm not joking.
No, he looked very young.
And he was so unhealthy. He used to like just eat, like drink Mountain Dew and just like eat Doritos.
He was
all
16
night.
and a
I know.
computer
And had no
nerd. That's-
parents.
Yeah.
And he also had
Totally
like a
normal.
total fuck you attitude. He would tell like the smartest people in the room like to shut the fuck up. It was kind of a problem. Anyway, in fact, one of the last times I saw him, he came out to the ranch and we were having like I got like an old Nintendo where you have to blow out the cassette and put it in. We were playing.
Oh yeah.
And then it was spaghetti dinner, which was my mom, like all of our favorite meals. And he was like kind of being a prick. And I yelled at him. And I was like, you might be a fucking genius, but you are not allowed to be an asshole. Which is like why he needed to be in the house.
Yeah.
He needed his little sister to tell him that more than once. And I think that,
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever. So
Let's
gosh,
get to the powder.
yeah, I'm like, I'm so, okay. Lady with the blonde hair. Two ladies with the blonde hair. The girl in the light sweater, that's
Uh-huh.
Kelly Bennett. I think that's how you say her name.
Yeah, the one in the forefront of the photo, guys, on the right-hand side.
Yes.
That's Kelly Bennett.
And then the girl with the green bag is TK. Now,
Mhm.
I think these two women were assigned to us.
Yeah.
Kind of TK was by me a lot and Kelly was by you a lot.
Mhm.
They switched a little bit, but this is your footage though, by the way. Don't copyright strike me, Nora.
What?
How dare you?
How dare
Alright.
you?
This is on slow. I want to show you guys what happened because this is weird.
Look at the lady in the black sweater, guys.
Yeah. Now, she was there way earlier. She was there like early. I think she works at the theater.
She
Nora
came
thinks
out
she
and
works
was
at the
just
theater
standing
and
there
she
for like an hour.
I think that's just her job, but I don't know. We
Yeah.
can agree to disagree on that. That's fine. All right, this is on slow. Let's just watch this for a second. It's gonna take a minute. So they're talking. All right, Nora's talking. Hold on. It happens really fast, and I don't want to go ahead because
Yeah.
So Kelly stands. I mean, she's
See,
standing so close to you.
Ashley
Yeah.
didn't look
Ridiculous.
at me.
I should probably
People
mute
are
this.
not confronting and chattering
Let
right
me mute this
now.
because I
I'm
have you
very
on like
disappointed.
No,
what?
leave it.
I have
It's
you on
okay.
point
Just put the
4.
picture back up. It's
You sound
hilarious.
drunk.
I do.
All right, that's Sam Silver. He was carrying a book around the whole time. Like, when the fuck are you gonna read, Sam? Be serious. Be so fucking for real right now.
What book was he even carrying? That's my
It's
curiosity.
a huge book. Look at this.
Is it Dianetics?
I think it's honestly just one of those things where like he can't leave the hill without having a book. It's like his security blanket, but whatever. He was little when I was there. All right, they're laughing. Just give it a second, guys. I know this is slow. She looks pretty happy.
Oh,
Okay, that guy right there.
Pause it.
That
This guy.
is Mark Siegel. He is the second in command of the entire school. He has been there since the 70s. He honestly gave me, aside from the aughts, the dirtiest look when he saw me. Like,
Yeah.
gross disdain. So he walks over. Okay. He walks over. Here comes Takasia, TK.
Now, look, he already took his hand out of his pocket.
Yep. We're gonna
Okay.
have to, now she puts her hand forward and boom.
Boom.
You see that little baggie that dropped out?
She did not throw that. He threw that.
See,
And now
that's
she's
kinda
going to direct him over
silly.
to the look. She's pointing over at the lady in the black sweater.
I want to watch
Oh,
it.
we'll watch it again. Let's watch it again.
Well,
Because
I
right
know,
when he passes us, he takes his hand out of his pocket.
He does. Now I had my husband watch this like 6 times and he was like, the way though that the trajectory is looks like it kind of came out of oh, I went back way too far.
And no, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you're good.
Ah!
You're good. You're good. Leave it.
Okay.
Leave it.
That's what I say to my dog when he's being problematic.
Leave it.
Leave it.
That's how we say it to the dogs.
All right. So we also got sent screenshots
Yeah.
by someone who's saying,
Thank you
she's
to-
texting, looking at Sam. They're smiling like they have some kind of plan, allegedly.
Right. A lot of smiling, a lot of laughing. Here comes your friend.
Yep.
Get ready to pause it here.
'Kay.
1. Okay, pause. Now he's got his hands in his pockets right there.
Right
Now
there.
watch. Next step, he takes his hand out of the pocket.
Hand comes out of the pocket.
Let's see. Go bop. Like hit play up. Okay, so we don't see anything in his hand right there.
That's right. And
He puts his hand up to his face. TK's one hand is in her pocket.
Yep. She
Her
comes
other
forward.
hand is free. Okay.
The baggie's not out yet.
Baggie's not out yet.
She puts her arm out.
And there it goes.
And there it goes. So I think it fell out of her hand or her sleeve.
Well,
It's right
I don't
there.
know.
It's a blur.
Can you just go back a skosh?
In theory.
Okay. And then what speed is this at?
Half.
There we go. Let's put
go-
it down to 0.25. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, guys, this is going to take a little bit longer.
I only went back like 10 seconds. So it should only take us
Perfect.
5 hours.
Awesome.
Okay. Notice though, I will say that Kelly, this girl that's standing here, like this was the first time that she's obviously texting somebody. And this is
Right.
the
So
first time where
she's
she's like
texting.
really smiling. She like makes eye contact with that guy with
And
the
she's
book.
like, mm-hmm.
And she's like, yeah, haha, okay, cool. Mm-hmm. By the
Watch
way,
Mark's head as he crosses in front of us. Okay, we're
Okay.
gonna watch his head.
by the way, this Kelly girl, her daughter gave $100,000 to
Yeah.
Scientology when she was like 10 years old.
She got an inheritance. Okay, wait, stop. Okay, so there he is. Left
There he
hand
is.
in the pocket.
2 hands in pockets.
2 hands. Now, the question is, he puts his hand up here. He has a shirt pocket right here that
That's
he
true.
easily could have pulled something out of, because like go bop, 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 just like make it go like 1 frame at a time here so we can see.
Am I doing it? Bop, bop, bop,
Yeah,
bop.
you're doing, yeah, bop, bop, like play, you
That's
know,
the
like play
technical
plus.
term for what I'm doing.
Bop,
Bop, bop,
bop,
bop, bop.
bop,
Okay,
bop.
he's got 2 hands in his pocket.
Still 2 hands, still 2 hands, still 2 hands, still 2 hands. Here comes TK. Don't get distracted by TK pulling hand out of
Now he's
pocket
pulling his hand out of his pocket right there.
right there. So let's see. Keep going slow. Keep
But it
going
doesn't
slow.
look like there's anything in his hand.
I just want to see if he's got anything in his fingers. Keep
Doesn't
going.
look like it.
He hides it, so we don't know.
And he
Now
could
he's
be
putting
grabbing
his
something
hands.
else.
Yeah, he's putting his hands up to his face now. Okay. TK goes to direct him. And
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
uh-huh. It's all right. Take your time, my friend. And
I
somebody's
meant to
saying
mute that.
he's glancing down. He's going to glance down when the thing appears. So watch him once the bag, watch his head once the bag is tossed. So do the
My
bop, bop,
apologies
bop.
for coughing on you guys. I really thought I muted it. Now I made you cough. Okay. Now TK's moving in front. She
She's
doesn't look
moving.
like she's doing anything, but her hand is also in her pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And then I swear it's like the motion from my viewpoint.
She's going to step forward. She's stepping forward. And Kelly is moving away.
Uh-huh.
And in 3, like right before her hand gets fully extended is when it comes out. And just
Is
bop,
that
bop
it
one more
coming
time.
out of her pocket?
No, that's her finger. See, there's
She's
her full finger.
pointing.
There's her full finger. And
Pointing.
next frame. Pause it.
There it
Right
is.
there. See? So it's not her.
It looks like it's coming from him.
It looks like it's coming from him. Or
And there it goes.
and there it is on the ground.
Unless
But-
it's her other hand.
Yeah, but her
What do you
other
guys
hand
think
stayed
in
in
the
her
chat?
pocket.
What do you guys think?
I'm looking around at everybody else. I don't see anyone else throw anything. I don't see anyone else with, like emotion or anything. It clearly I think it came from his left hand. I think his left hand came out of his pocket and he went boop, or from the front pocket in his shirt, right? And so that is literally,
Most people think it's the guy and that her mission, and it fell straight down, and that her mission was just to block him.
So then go through this, you can press play because we're at 0.25. So
Okay.
look at his motions after this. So now she directs him. She steps right on it. She's on it right now. She's literally on it. So she points to him to go to the door. He goes to the door to get his phone out. Now she reveals it with her foot. She was right in front of it.
But
She
she was right in front
wasn't
of it.
on
There's
it. She
no
was right in front
fucking
of it.
way she didn't see that.
There's no way.
There's no way
No.
she didn't see that.
So now she's standing right in front of it. Now watch TK do this weird kind of bird mating dance in front of the bag of powder here for a little bit. There's no reason for her to stand right there. She's not in the will call line. There's nobody approaching the will call line.
Right.
Okay. The lady in the black sweater
Look at that.
just keeps looking over, checking things out. TK is going to look away. Oh, I don't see anything. There's nothing there, but I'm going to make sure I'm right here. We're gonna do a little dance. She's
And
gonna
then she
do
pulls
this.
out her phone
Right.
in a second here, and it looks like she takes a picture of it.
Yeah. So Kelly's noticed it now, but Kelly's gonna pretend like I'm just talking to my friend. Here comes TK getting her phone.
She's
The
looking
lady
behind, but she's
and the
pretending
lady,
she's
yeah,
not.
she's looking at us. She's
Yeah.
looking at us. And then the lady in the sweater is watching this whole thing from the corner of her eye there in the black sweater.
She is.
Yeah. And so now TK's got her phone out, pointed right down at the baggie,
Uh-huh.
doing some sort of text message, compliance report on the
Right.
fly.
Right.
Okay. Then we got what's his face? Silva.
Sam
Also
Silver. Mhm.
they're all just dancing around it. Kelly's watching TK's text. There's no secrets in Scientology. They're reading each other's shit.
Not when you're all on a plan, not when you're all together.
No. So all these people are just standing around. What
I
is
wouldn't even go
happening
so far as
now?
to say Lauren knew what was coming too, and her job was to make you feel comfortable and let your guard down. I mean, she hugged us. She could have put something in our pockets.
Yeah, I didn't have anything. She didn't have anything.
I didn't leave the protest with free drugs, and I'm extremely disappointed.
I know.
What the hell?
So see how she's just doing this weird thing, and then they're just like, they're kind of closing ranks a little bit.
I mean, okay, and can I just pause? I'm going to pause this for a second and just say something really quickly. Neither one of us were really able to get a very good picture or footage of the baggie, but I saw the baggie up close with my own two eyes. Okay. It was a small baggie. We're talking about something this size. It was folded in half, and there was a very small amount of white powder. Okay.
Yeah.
A small amount.
I saw it.
Yeah, on the back side of the fold, what was on the ground, there was maybe a quarter, maybe a quarter's size, probably more like a nickel, maybe a little
Yeah.
bit more. But on the folded top part, there was like kind of a chunk that was pressed down in the
Mhm.
plastic, and I could see it
Mhm.
very clearly. It was a white crystal
Mm-hmm.
substance. Okay, so I just want to make that
Something
really
meth
clear.
like.
I mean, I don't fuck with white powder. But
No.
I've been around it. I am not an idiot.
Yeah, and the police were across the street because we were there protesting. They were ready to have those police come snatch
Right.
us at any moment.
Here's the only thing though that also seems weird to me is like we also live in Oregon, and I don't even know if that many that much drugs is like, how do I explain it? Yes, we probably would have been cited or like something like a misdemeanor ticket.
It
and that
wasn't
would have-
enough. I mean, well, cocaine is still a class 1 narcotic. And so possession of it in any way, shape, or form is illegal and can be a felony. It
All
doesn't
right,
matter
well.
how much you have. Now, if you have too much, then you get the charges upped to like intent to
Distribution.
distribute. Yeah.
All right, so
Let's keep going here.
Yeah.
She's still, this is where it gets weird, guys. Okay. So this is a very long text that she's sending. Also, we're at 0.25, so it's fine. And now Kelly makes a motion towards it. And that's because I had moved over here. I was on the other side of them now. Now TK is down with her text. Uh-oh, Kelly. Look at Kelly. She knows exactly where it is. She steps right to it and right over it. That's weird.
that is so weird.
So Kelly knew exactly where it was. It wasn't just TK. So now TK she's gonna move away from it. She's hoping they're gonna walk away from it now. That's not ours. We don't know whose that is. Oh, what does Mr. Silver do? Is he gonna step on it accidentally? Nope. He's gonna step right up to it. And look at him. Almost on it, but not. And then he just keeps going.
Okay, and that other white thing on the ground is just a crack. Like
Yeah.
the sidewalks were perfectly clean. There was nothing else on the ground. There is no way that they did not see that. There's
Yeah.
no way in hell.
Yeah. So now I didn't see if that other person stepped on it or not because
I don't think she did.
I was blocking the view.
How dare you?
I know. Rude. So Kelly is still over there dancing around it. So I am holding my signs up now. I go back to the side. people are finally. This will call, man, was taking fucking forever.
I know, right? So now TK's, I think, comes back
She's
and she
coming
like
back. Yeah.
she stands right over it.
Yeah. Watch this because you got to watch TK's feet at this point. Okay. And it makes it easy because she's wearing these big ass white shoes.
She has
And
big
oh,
feet.
she doesn't. Nope. She doesn't do it. Now watch what she does. She's going to step back and watch her right foot, kids. Because if this couldn't be more obvious, because she knows exactly where it is, she really wants us to notice it because we've been talking to her. Right. But we didn't notice it yet.
I hadn't noticed it. I noticed it right after that.
Yeah. And Kelly was definitely sure to be away from me.
Yeah.
So then TK does this weird thing. Now she's going to come back. She stepped away now. She wanted to get our attention back on it. We're still not noticing it. She's getting frustrated. So she gets desperate. Okay. So she's going to come back to it one more time and watch what she does with her right foot.
This is so weird.
Yeah. No, Kelly for sure was like, I'm going to be over here. I'm going to be
Sam's
talking
here too.
to.
He's like, I'm going over here. And they're talking to that lady who
Mhm.
right? Who ends up picking it up.
Yeah. Here I come again. TK walks away. She's like, oh, they're definitely going to touch it. They're talking now.
Oh,
You and I were talking to each other.
Yeah, because I came over to where you are. And I think this is around the time that I like this is how I deal with it. It's muted now, but I was like, TK.
Yeah.
I think you dropped your baggie of white
No, but
powder.
not yet, because she didn't move it yet. It's still in the same spot. Here she comes.
Here she comes again.
Now watch that foot, guys.
This
And
is
she
it.
steps forward. And then what happens to this foot, TK? Oh, drag it and kick. That she has not dragged her foot any other time she's
She did that
walking.
on purpose.
She
That is-
dragged her foot and kicked it because she wanted us to finally notice it.
But why? That's what
And there
I
you
don't
are.
understand.
There you
This
are.
is what I did. Look, here I notice it.
You're
I
like,
told you guys I
hey,
got a
TK,
really
I
close
think
look.
I think you dropped your weird bag of weird white powder.
Yeah, that's what I said.
And
I'm
you
like,
point at it.
I'm like
and
yelling.
Look at Kelly and what's his face. Look, TK
Oh.
ignores you. TK ignores everything that you say. I think I go to take a peek at it for
TK
a
and I
second.
used to be friends.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Am I blocking her when she comes? No. And then here she comes. Now explain this, guys. Oh, that's mine. That's what she's saying, guys. Oh, that's mine.
She
And
goes,
she picks it
that's
up.
mine. And
Now
she
let's
picks
see
it up.
what the reaction of Kelly and TK is after this woman picks it up. And what does she do with it? She picks it up.
I gotta look at TK's face.
Yeah, look at TK. Zoom in.
I
Look
don't
at TK watching her pick it up.
Shit.
Yeah,
Why am I
TK's not happy.
Why am I not able to zoom in on my freaking screen? I can't. I don't know.
You can. Is it on Chrome?
I'm like doing the thing.
No, are you on Chrome or what are you on?
I'm on Chrome.
So just keep hitting the glass, the spyglass.
What spyglass? What the fuck are you talking about?
Go into your settings on the side, the little 3 dots in the upper right-hand corner.
Oh. Shit. Huh. Nope.
No. In the upper right-hand corner of the whole Chrome browser.
Okay.
There's 3 dots.
Oh, you're actually telling me to zoom in.
Yeah, and then click zoom.
I'm gonna have to do it this way. What? It's like not zooming.
Yeah, you have to keep going, and then it does it. All right, there you go.
Kind of.
Yeah, we'll be able to see TK's face better.
I went too far.
No, you're good. You're good.
Is it on the ground
Oh,
anymore?
there you go. There you go. Click play there. Oh no.
Gosh, guys, I suck at this because it's on half. It's like
Right.
so.
Right there
Okay.
where you see TK? Yeah, where you see TK.
Why isn't
press
it going
play.
to her?
Try again. It's okay. She's going to do it right now. Just press
This
play.
is weird because of the zoom
Yeah.
in. It's not letting me be a normal person.
There she goes. She slides it. Mm-hmm. Boom. Dragging her foot. You gotta move there you go, so we can see.
I'm not going to touch it again.
So now TK has her back to us, hoping that we touch it. So Liz, in all of her wisdom, stares at it and then points at it with her sign. See?
And I say, hey, TK, you dropped your weird bag of white powder.
Yeah.
Hey, TK,
So then
your
Kelly
bag of
looks
white
over.
powder's on the ground.
So Kelly looks over and she's still texting with
And
somebody.
why are they not reacting?
Yeah, and then
But they
look at,
already know.
no, she doesn't. So TK tries to pretend it's not hers. Then here I come, total jackass with my sign in front of the camera. Who's this jackass?
Who the fuck is this? Just kidding.
And
How dare
then
you be on your own stream?
look at
And
her.
then-
Look at her running over, like literally. This is mine. Now watch TK's face, guys. She bends over. She does the bend and snap, and TK's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
fuck."
Yeah.
And so they exchange this look like you've just fucked me.
Yeah.
TK's pissed.
It does look like she's pissed.
But what I want to know right now, go ahead and play it because I want to see what does this woman do with it.
She takes it inside.
Right. She holds it like this and she takes it into the inside there. And now TK just watches her walk away with this powder. And I'm assuming that she went inside to like throw it away or something.
I would assume so. But see, this is very, 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 all very suspect to me because there's a few things. Number one, we're in a fentanyl crisis. I don't know how all y'all states are, but in Oregon, if you see a baggie of white powder on the ground, you do not pick it up.
No.
She
Do
works
not
downtown
touch.
Salem. You don't touch it. Like the smallest amount could have been on the outside of the baggie and she could OD and die. I know that sounds dramatic, but this
No,
is
it's true.
literally
It's
what you're at with
100% true.
fentanyl. And fentanyl is a huge crisis.
Yeah.
In Portland, we have people like doing the fent fold. The middle schoolers around here know about the fent fold. You guys know what that is? When you do fentanyl and your body goes like this. Because you're like passed
You're
out,
like a
but you're
zombie.
still on your feet.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. So I find it really hard to believe that this theater woman just hears me say, "Oh, you dropped a baggie of white powder." And her first instinct is with a bare hand to pick it up.
We should have, you know what, in
We should call the
retrospect,
theater.
now that we should have immediately been like, don't anybody touch it. We don't know what's in there. And then don't let that lady pick it up. Oh no, ma'am, it's not yours. We saw it drop right here. We're gonna get the police over here so they can dispose of it properly. That might be fentanyl. We don't know what's in it. We should have done that because the police were literally across the street. No. Don't touch it. No one touch it. No one touch it. You could be putting your life in danger. And then just like
Everybody knows that.
there's children here, danger, keep the kids back. And then just had the police come over and be like, we saw this get kicked by this woman. It just appeared here. It's not ours, but we want it disposed of properly.
Yeah. So then it like, there's probably no more footage to see on this. It just went inside.
No, I just wondered. I mean, that lady then got really pissy. She was not going to talk to us.
She probably
was
thought they
not.
were ours.
Yeah, it's definitely not ours.
And so this is the part, I'm going to take it off for a second. We can chat. This is the part where I like couldn't process very well. Because I think, okay, first of all, assuming if we give them the maximum amount of time, 5 p.m., they see me coming. I straight up say, I'm going to be at your event. I'm going to be protesting. They can only probably assume that more people are coming or whatever. How the fuck did they get a bag of white powder? Where was this white powder?
Yeah.
Do they just have it? Who the fuck has a bag of white powder on hand to just randomly try to frame people?
I mean, if it was drugs and it is a high-ranking guy at Delphi who had them, are there just drugs at Delphi now?
Or do they like keep a little evidence locker that they're like, ooh, we should do. So either I am 100% convinced that these were drugs. Okay. Just going through like, oh, what else could they be? Somebody was like, maybe it's an emergency packet. Okay, emergency packets are one serving. Why the fuck would
Right.
you break open a bag? And I'm telling you, I saw it with my own eyes. There was maybe this, like between a quarter and a nickel of white powder. Tell me what that could be if it's not drugs.
Mm-hmm.
And now I know Scientologists are like really weird about their supplements and their whatever, but if it was just a supplement and it was your vitamins and you dropped it, you would just pick it up. So
Yeah.
none of the like
But the way
what?
TK purposely kicked it, that was not an accident. She was not dragging her feet any other time, only to kick that
Yeah.
towards us.
And listen, the way that the ground was, like the colors of the bricks and how clean it was and all that stuff, it was clear as day.
Yeah. 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 Well, also, guys, you have to remember that they do confiscate stuff from kids, contraband. And that could have been something like that they, they just handled it in house and they just have a drawer full of contraband. You're still muted.
Mother's Gari says, I wonder if it wasn't drugs, but they planted what it looked like to try and set
Oh,
you
sure.
up, but knew it was safe when you picked it up and the plan didn't work. I mean, Nora and I have a different opinion about the woman who picked it up. I think that she was just an employee of the Salem Theater. And if that's the case, and even, I mean, she obviously was an employee, whether she's a Scientologist also or not.
I don't
If-
know if she worked for the theater, though. I think she might have been a Delphi employee because a lot of them were wearing name tags and none of the theater people were wearing name tags.
I've got the impression because she was out there when I first got there. She was there before everybody else. I got the impression she worked for the theater, but I don't know. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know if we could. I doubt we could find their staff online because they're probably just ushers. So let's run through it quickly. If she
Yeah.
was not a Scientologist, okay,
Mhm.
if she just happened, how do I take this off? To yes, thank you for this, West Coast Fancy Nancy. Suspicious AF, absolutely. Yeah, it did seem like a prepared scene. But she ran over. Okay, so let's pretend, like I'm just gonna pretend for a second that I work at that theater
Mhm.
and I'm just doing my job and these protesters show up. And a random bag of white powder shows up on the ground. And I work in
Crazy.
downtown Salem. There's no fucking way that I'm gonna run over and scoop it up with my bare hands. That's insane. That's insane. Even to
Yeah, that's
protect the theater.
wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So what if she was then part of it? What would be the purpose then? Why'd she do that? Did I just call it out and like ruin their plan? What was their plan? It's all very strange. I don't know what the fuck they were trying to do, but it didn't work.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, and hey, Delphi, I'm pretty sure you have my address. Like, if you want to give me free drugs, just you don't have to throw them on the ground.
Oh, I have Narcan with me at all times as well. Gen X. And if you don't have that, you should go to your local pharmacy and get some. It's like $20 for a 2-pack.
It was.
Yeah.
If you go back a bit, she was the lady standing there giving what looked like the universal sign up for help. I know a lot of people were saying, "Oh, someone's asking for help." And I was like, I don't know.
I
Who the
didn't see
fuck-
it.
Oh, I said fuck and it says heck. You said a very PG thing and I just went full R. Who the heck puts up a questionable bag of stuff on the street?
Yeah.
Why is there a draw of drugs at the school? All of it is very questionable.
It's
And then
all weird.
what if it actually what if it was actually drugs and it came out of Mark Siegel's pocket? What?
Yeah.
What? I don't know. I don't know what to think.
Well, then he was jonesing during the fucking play because that shit was 3.5 hours long.
I know. I know. I'm just like, what? I don't know. Everybody seems to think that it was just very suspicious.
Mhm.
But when I hear things like what Alex said, let me see if I can find it. Apostate Alex, hold on. He literally came on and said, "Doesn't surprise me they tried to frame you. This is OSA's MO. They tried to plant pot
Mhm.
on protesters at the IAS event last year. It didn't work." My only thought is, how did they do it so quickly? That's my thought.
Because they weren't expecting a protest at this event.
We didn't tell anybody.
No.
We didn't tell anybody for this exact
Top
reason.
secret.
For this exact reason. We also probably should I got a little bit more time. I don't want to blow this person's cover, but something else really crazy happened. I feel bad talking about this girl because she hasn't actually done anything wrong to me that I'm aware of. But there's this girl who lives in my town who's contacted me and she's like, "I've seen you on like YouTube. I'm like crazy about Scientology stuff. I love you. I think you're super cool. Like, can we hang out?" Fairly insistent. I did go out to coffee with her. Like, she seems fine. I don't know.
I mean, I met her for 3 seconds.
She was like, she does have a little bit, well, and that's okay. Okay. So this girl's in my town. She's like, "Oh, I want to support you. I want to like help you with your art, do all this stuff." I'm like, "Okay, you guys know me by now. I don't
Yeah.
trust anybody."
Why
Like,
would you?
yeah. But I also don't want to turn away well-meaning people.
It's hard, guys. It's hard for us to trust people.
Yeah. So I'm like, "I'll meet you in town, like whatever, that's fine." Again, Nora and I did not tell anybody we were going.
Yeah.
So at one point, I see these two people down at the end of the walkway and they're acting weird. I didn't even know it was her yet, but their body language was weird. And I was like, "Look, we're stopping people. Like, people are scared to even come
Yeah,
down here."
that's what you said. And I looked down and I saw them and I was like, oh, okay.
Because they were at the end of the street and they were like kind of going like this, like they
Yeah.
didn't know what to do. It was
Yeah.
so weird.
Yeah.
And I didn't actually recognize her, but I saw them, and so I held my sign up right for them. Anyway, turns out it is this girl from my town who wants to be best friends with me. We didn't tell her. I didn't tell her about this. We didn't tell anybody about this. She was already going to the performance. She already had tickets to the performance. And she said her husband bought them so that she could be surrounded by Scientologists for the night
Mhm.
because she's like really into that or whatever. Okay, that's weird. She hugged me on stream. She said, "I love you." She said, "I'll take pictures for you inside." She goes inside. Once the show started, Nora and I were like toast. Like, put a fucking fork in me. I'd
Done.
had allergies really bad. Turns out I probably already had that sinus infection I was dealing with
Girl,
all
you were
week.
not good.
No, I was not good. We like went out to eat and I was like, "Oh my God."
Liz is
And
like, eh.
yeah. You guys saw me in the street.
Poor Liz. We ate and then I had a poop attack in the bathroom. And
Uh-huh.
this is when you know you have a bestie. I'm like texting her from the bathroom, like, "I'm sorry, I'm not dining and dashing. I'm just pooping and it won't stop."
I know. I'm
And
like,
Liz
"You're
was
fine."
like, "That's fine. Take your time." I come back out of the bathroom. It was an hour and a half later. No, I'm just kidding. But I come back out of the bathroom and Liz is like practically like asleep at the booth. She was
I was.
so tired, guys.
I was.
So tired.
It was.
And I was like,
it was
"Girl, I'm
brutal.
taking you home. Let's go." 'Cause
Yeah.
we were debating, should we go back for the
Right.
end? Should we like, but then I was like, what's the purpose of being there at the end at this point? Like, then we look like the creepers. Like, we've
Right.
just waited outside this theater for 3.5 hours.
Well, that was
And I
what did me in. We were like,
Yeah.
"Let's Google how long. I mean, how long could a
How
performance
long
in
is it?
Oklahoma be?" It comes back. It's like 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Yeah. We're like,
I mean,
nope.
y'all can fuck off. Like,
No.
I'm not gonna waste that much time. I
No,
mean, we
it's
were
like, I'm
going to
taking you
originally,
home.
but I was surprised at how much it took out of me, and we both were just like, "Oh,
Yeah, it's a lot.
like, this was a lot." What was the point? Oh yeah. Then this person texts me.
Yeah.
What was 20 minutes after? So it was
While we're eating.
while reading. So the doors open. I showed up at 5. The doors opened for the performance at 5:30. The performance was supposed to start at 6. They did not start at 6. They
No.
started a little bit after 6.
Yeah.
Because of us. By 6:50, she called me. I didn't have my phone on, so I actually didn't see that she called me. I had my ringer off. Then she texts me and she says, "We left the performance. We wanted to take you and Nora out for dessert. Where you at?" I'm like, "Okay." We were literally across the street. I could have easily just been like, "We're over here, come on over, come hang out." But I felt weird as fuck already that like, I don't know. Why would you already have tickets to a Delphi performance?
Right.
What?
Because she was
What?
very clear. She was like, my husband got it for me.
Right.
So
Right.
your husband bought you tickets to the performance of a child's play that you don't have kids at a school, and you want to go see Oklahoma, and then they only stayed for one song and then left.
Yeah. She gave me pictures of the program, and then I said, "Oh, okay, like, that's fine." I just was nice, just like, "Oh, no worries, like, I'll hit you up next time," or whatever. Like, yeah, we left.
Yeah.
And then I know this is gonna sound weird and ungrateful and strange and awful of me, but then she Venmoed me $25.
Yeah.
And other people have Venmoed me. I mean,
And we're
so
grateful
and we're
for
so
every
grateful. I
Venmo,
don't want
PayPal,
to be
Cash
like, "Oh
App.
my god, I'm suspicious when people that's
But this
not what I'm saying."
series of
But this
events
yes,
made
this
that
series of
suspicious.
events, I was just like, "What is going on?" She might
Right.
even be watching this now, and if she is just, like, a regular super fan, and she's
Then
just,
it's
like,
our
I was
bad.
heartbroken, and I'm so sorry for that, but with all of the things that happened, it was so bizarre to me because
Yeah.
she looked like she had been caught. That's what she looked like, and I'm just like, "What the actual fuck?" So that
was weird.
happened.
Yeah. It is a little single white female
It was
vibes.
too much for me. Oh, I already showed you guys that. It was, like, so much.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just started, like, um, I don't know. I kinda lost it in a weird way. Like, I just kinda it was almost too much, like, too many weird coincidences, too many weird things. "Hi, I'm almost done." My kid's here.
Cool. Yeah, I gotta eat before I do my next thing too. But oh my
Alright,
god, but that
well,
was so weird. I mean, like now this is what I hate. This is my brain, guys. Now I'm like replaying that moment in my mind and thinking of all these ways I should have done it differently. Like it's so terrible. I can't do that.
I know, I was like that too. I think we could just chalk it up to, like,
How much Venmo would have made you think she wasn't weird?
if you Venmo me
$10,000.
$500, I'll think you're very, very normal.
My
I will
usual
not
fee
be
is
suspicious. If
10
you send me
grand
money.
per handshake and selfie. Thank you.
I mean, I don't know. I know that sounded kind of bratty to me. It was just like the thing one after the next after the next. And actually, when I heard the cha-ching, I did say to Nora, I was like, if that was her Venmoing me,
I know. And we're all at the table and her
I didn't even
fucking
look
phone is
at
like, but and I was like, girl, who just Venmo'd you?
it. Yeah, let's say 50,000.
50 grand and okay.
I mean,
Send it on
I
over, Ann.
know. And again, it's not I don't want to be ungrateful, she's actually contributed $50 to my Red String project in the past. So
Yeah.
maybe I'm just a paranoid person. I really don't know. But all of those things together that had happened in the night, I was just like, put a fork in me. I'm so done.
Yeah.
I am so like tapped out. And I still feel that way. So I don't know. Maybe
I
I'll
feel
get
you,
her to
but I
come on a
just want
live
to
with me and
reiterate
everybody can
for
question
Osa
it.
that's definitely watching us. My price to to stop all this powerfulness that clearly I'm the most powerful entity on the internet and in real life, me and Liz, watch out. My price is 500 million, all cash, non-sequential.
Whoa. I thought you said 50 last time.
Oh,
What
no,
are you
it's
are you
always been 500.
10Xing? Oh, okay.
500 million, all cash. Okay. And
Thank you.
non-sequential,
Are you
unmarked
Osa?
bills.
Just kidding. Thank you so much. I know we do. I mean,
Yeah,
honestly, so much could
we
have been
do.
solved if
We
we
do.
had if I
Well,
had better
I
audio.
forgot it. I meant to bring my Insta360, the camera and just have that like on a wide shot of the whole
Right.
thing way up, and I forgot it. So
And I should have been
where
body
do you
cam,
send
but
that to me? Peace of my mind. You guys have my PO box. They'll accept it. They're my friends there. Yeah.
Oh man. All right. Well, do you have any? Oh, I should take that off. In case nobody can tell, I have like sweat through my entire shirt. I'm
Girl, you
literally
need more
dripping in here.
rest. I
Yeah.
told her to keep resting today. She's like, I'm talking about it.
I just need to process this stuff.
No,
I
I
really
know,
do because
I
I
know.
kind of felt like if I didn't talk about it, I would almost just be putting it off and like kind of letting it percolate. I'm
Yeah.
not trying to associate my physical illness with this stress, but the timing of everything, I'm overwhelmed and I'm just trying to get through my fucking week, guys.
Well, guys, the allergies are real here and it's fucking beast, man.
are.
So yeah.
They are. All right. Well, I would love for anybody who has any specific information or thoughts to feel free to email me.
I do have a Bitcoin wallet. Not a Bitcoin wallet, but I have a crypto wallet.
This is my email. So if you would like to, if you have anything you want to say or share, feel free to email me. I would love to hear from you. I'm not going to entrap you all by putting my PayPal and my Cash App and my whatever up here.
Send this woman money.
But send me all your money, so that I can think
Can we
you're
show
also
the
OSA.
police the footage? I mean, we could, but it's like there's no evidence now. It's gone. So
Of
it's
what?
like of the baggie and stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, I am still going live at 3. I got to go eat some food.
Yeah, we got to get out of here. Thank you guys for
Yes.
being here. Love you all so much. And I guess bye. I guess we'll see you. What do you always say, Nora?
See you on the flippity dippity.
Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. All right. Bye, guys. Thanks for letting us process this. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.